And here we are. Here we are. Happy Tuesday night, people. It is Tuesday night. How's everybody going? You're here with Kylie Pax, Australia's emotional eating coach. I'm here to empower you. Take control of your relationship with food, people. Rein that thing in. Create a body and a life that you love more than chocolate sundaes, because you get to do it all on your terms. On your terms. If you're joining me here live, throw me that emoji in the comments box. Let me know that you're here. And to all my replay watchers, sending you so much chocolate-coated love. It's telling me I've got a weak connection. This happens every time. Do you know what? I know that I can fix this. I know that I can. Here. Boom. Oh, do you know what? It's still telling me weak connection. Why, Facebook? Why? Why must you do this to me? I'm just going to pray again to the chocolate-coated pixie gods in the sky and pray that it will give me back a half-decent connection. There we go. Iresha, how you going, babe? Thank you so much for joining me here live. If you're dropping on live, throw me an emoji. Let me know, because I'm a little toned down now at the moment. Tanya, how you going, honey? My energy is something else. Do you know what? I'm so tired. You know what? And can I just say thank you so much for saying that, because I'm sitting here thinking I can't see how I can be my normal energetic self, because we're heading on for 11 p.m. here. I'm just putting together going through my emails and things, and my mind is going, go to bed. My eyes are going, woman, go to bed, right? But my body is going, go to bed. But my head is going, get this work done. So I'm still sitting here carrying on like a pork chop. And I thought, maybe if I just do a live stream, that whole avoidance tactic, it's like, well, I when you just don't want to get on with things, it's like I could eat chocolate, I could just roam around the house aimlessly, like pretending to be doing something when I'm not, or I could live stream. So boom, this is the one that I chose. This is the one that I chose. So how are you all going? Let me know. What is everybody up to tonight, and what time is it where you are? Because I know, I'm thinking, Iresha, it's got to be like daytime for you or something, babe. What time is it? Because it's getting late here. Isn't my cup fabulous? My cup has not made a guest appearance in quite a while, so we all hail to Kylie's, fabulous teacup. It's very good. But I wanted to check in with you because 12 p.m. Mr. Barry in the house again. Dude, this is getting freaky. We've never caught up so many times in the last who knows how many years. And we've connected so many times in the last couple of days. I'm gonna get in touch with you. I want to talk to you about some secret squirrel stuff. Can I do a wink? Secret squirrel stuff. So I'll get in touch with you in the next day or so, or reach out to me. So I'll just organize my social plans here on live stream with you all. But gosh, Tanya, yeah, so it's midday for you. That's fabulous. Gosh, yeah, well, isn't that funny? So we're nearly about 12 hours apart. But here's the thing, I wanted to talk to you really quickly now, because this is what's been on my mind. Overcommitment, people. Overcommitment. And what you can expect when you overcommit is a whole lot of overwhelm, and then eventually you get just over it. You're over the whole thing, right? This is what's been happening to me lately. Now, I will be very honest and say to you, I will be very honest, because what other way is there to be, right? I'm not going to be dishonest. Be very honest and say to you, I'm a big believer that, and this is what I choose to believe, because it's true for me. If I believe it, it's true for me. And that's just the bottom line, right? So that everything that happens for a reason. And then not only that, you really call it in. You decide what's going to come into your world, what's going to get on out of there. It's all really your decision. And I raised my hand recently for a whole ton of stuff. Way too much stuff than Kylie should ever have got involved in at one time. But the opportunities arose, right? The opportunities arose. And it was like, I don't want to miss this. It's really good, okay? And so I did raise my hand for a whole lot of very exciting things. Fabulous, right? They really are very, very good. Very good. I'm enjoying them. However, they're all happening at one time. So what this means is one Kylie being stretched in about 6 or 7 or 8 different directions all at one time. Very important. So it's not like I'm able to give 10% of myself to one thing that's going on, and then 10% to another. Then I've still got a good 30-50% over here for my business, and here's an extra 20% for relaxation. Then no. In this scenario that I've found myself in right now, everybody wants 100% Kylie. Everybody. Can you do this? Can you do that? I need you to do this. I need you to do that. And I want to do it, right? I want to do it. And so I am. However, it gets a little overwhelming. So this is what I wanted to chat to you about. Marina. How you going, babe? It's so good to be able to see you here. We haven't connected for a little while. And listen, Marina's got this amazing, fabulous new biz direction going on. Don't you see? You thought I didn't notice what you're up to. I see. Nothing gets past me, right? As I'm sitting here whinging and moaning about my overcommitment, I'm also watching what you all are doing, right? So I've seen this, and you definitely should check out Marina's website, this fabulous new business. Peach Bitch, is that what we're doing here now? Feel free to throw a link in, babe, because I know you offer phenomenal value, and I really am wanting to support, my entrepreneur friends. Anybody who's offering phenomenal value, boom, I'm right there behind you. So Lana, how you going, babe? How you going? Thank you so much. We are having a bit of a late night chat. But this is the situation. This is what I wanted to share with you, because really, what do you do now? What on earth do you do when you find yourself in complete and utter overwhelm and being stretched in 1,000 different directions? I have spent, the last sort of week or so, and I kid you not, right? How can I show you? I just can't. Let me just grab, hang on a second. Let me just grab. So I've got, right, one phone here. I can't use my other phone because I'm talking to you on it, right? And this is what my days look like. This is not a word of a lie. Different phones ringing, right? Phones ringing, people messaging me on Messenger, I'm trying to message back. People emailing me, I'm trying to email back. People calling me, I'm trying to talk to them all at the same time. Got other messages coming through, you need to be at this appointment at this time, like OMG. Okay, I've got to go now, everybody, got to be at this appointment. It's all going on, right? Meanwhile, it gets better. I actually have my own stuff that's supposed to be done, right? So here it's all sitting, wait, I'm dropping things. Still sitting here, right, in my diary, waiting patiently for Kylie to come pay some attention to it. No attention. Every day I get back here and I'm like, tear hair out moment, because I've been full on busy all day, but nothing has been scrapped off of my list of things to do. So everything gets, and this is the worst feeling. Well, you have to do this, right? It's like the walk of shame with your to-do list. You go to your to-do list, right? You get every single item that has not been touched. You sort of put a cross next to it and write it again, ready? On the next day, which you've now doubled, tripled, and then quadrupled your work for the following days. Now, you tell yourself, oh, I've got my list, it's all right, I'll get through it. But no, nothing changes the next day. You just repeat the same cycle, right? Groundhog Day, again. You feel like you're getting nowhere, even though you probably are. And if you're waiting for someone to come pat you on the back and say what a good job you're doing, they're not going to. So you need to really decide, is this worth it to you? Is this? I think my camera is like, I think it's twisting. Like, I think it's actually, Kata! Hi, honey. I think Kata's joined me. I think it's twisting, so I'll just straighten that a little. But if you're waiting then thinking, look at what a good job I'm doing, surely somebody's going to come and recognize me and give me a crown of fabulous, and they're going to go, good job, Kylie, yeah. No, not going to happen. Not, right? You might get a clap like this. Do you want to go a little faster? And you'd be like, okay. Yeah, sure, right? You knock yourself out a little more. But here's the thing, right? You really need to decide, is everything on this list worth it to you? Because if it's not, cull it, scrap it, okay? You only want to put yourself in this position if the things that you are doing light you up, and you know that it's your calling, that you are needed and required in these areas, that whether there was a cent in it or one speck of gratitude, you would do it anyway, because it was everything to you. Everything. It's all that mattered. It was like oxygen to you. That's when you know, yeah, it's worth doing. It's worth doing. I don't care if anybody ever says, well done, or that was crap, do it again, or whatever, right? Because you're not in it for that reason. Yes, it's nice to have somebody, always go, oh, good job to you, right? But that's not a given. We're all human beings. We've all got things that we're doing, right? So you really need to decide for yourself, are you passionate about this? Does it really matter? Because, if you are going to bed at night crying your little eyes out because you didn't get things exactly the way you wanted them done, or you weren't able to achieve the things that you wanted to achieve, but you're prepared to get up the next day and go at it again, you're on the right path. You know it's worth doing. You know it's worth pushing forward. So I just want to thank you very much. Elizabeth, thank you so much. Natasha, how are you going? It's so great to have you all here. Lana says, yeah, never never happens. Oh, never happens the way we think. Never happens the way we think. I know you've nailed it, girl. Nailed it. I know. We have these fanciful ideas in our head. I'm going to do this particular thing and it's going to be like, I don't know, Princess Ariel. Like, is that a Disney character? I feel like it is. I feel like it is. Can anyone confirm? Or like Belle from Beauty and the Beast, right? We think we're just going to be this magical creature and that we'll be amazing and our lives will be amazing and everything will roll out easily just because we're very passionate and excited about it. No, 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 no. Usually you will find that the universe will challenge you, be like, well, how bad do you want this? And people might even come at you like, well, how bad do you want this, right? You don't know what sort of feedback you're going to get, but what you do know is what's true to you and what's true in your heart. And if it matters to you, you will push forward, whether you're getting, as I said, whether you're getting the results that you want or not, whether it looks like you're achieving something on the surface or not, you will just keep going because it matters. It matters. And when you have those moments of complete overwhelm, overcommitted, overwhelmed, and you just get over it, they last all of about 10 seconds and then you pick yourself on up and you just keep going because it matters to you. It matters to you. Like I said, more than oxygen. It has to be this way. Just has to be. You couldn't walk away from these commitments if you tried, because walking away would ultimately be more painful than just the short period of time that you're trying to work out teething problems and that kind of thing. So, yeah, Neil says yes. Princess Ariel is Disney. I knew it. Yeah, I knew it. I don't know what movie she's from. Is that The Little Mermaid? Because does anybody knows that The Little Mermaid? I could be making it up in my head, and I do love Disney so desperately. Lana says, yeah, we lose ourselves chasing our own tails. I know. You see, Lana, so much wisdom comes out this woman's face, out her little mouth, out her mind, I tell you. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this with you really quickly tonight. Neil goes, don't ask me how I know. Daughters, yes. Yeah, exactly. But this is what it's about, right? Oh, Glenn, Mr. Walsh, how are you going? It's so great to see you here. Thank you so much. We're just having this fabulous conversation about overcommitment. Overcommitment. And what it means and what it's about and how to extract yourself from it. But can you really? I mean, can you? It's different if it's like a work situation or something that you're not passionate about. You really could care less, right? And you're like, I'm done with this. Like, I don't care about this stupid project or whatever it is, right? You don't care. And then you can just palm it on off to somebody. And it's just not a big deal to you. But when it's not like that, when it is something that is actually very dear to your heart, yeah, the opportunities might have all come. If you could have spaced them out, maybe over 6 months, you would have chosen to do that, but it's not how it rolled out. And I just truly do often believe that it happens. Well, I believe always that it happens this way for a reason. And it's not only about what you're giving at this time, but it's about what you're receiving in return. What are you getting from this? I mean, I know myself, I'm getting like wake up calls every day, every 2 seconds. I'm getting a new wake up call, right? Like, there are new and more efficient and more effective ways that I could approach this. There are different ways that I could look at this. What can I learn from this? Like, it's never ending. Yeah, so Neil says, if you love what you do and what you do makes a difference, then you can find the energy. Yeah, thank you so much. And that's exactly right. It's not always easy. And there will be moments of tears and mental breakdowns and, emotional breakdowns and possibly a little chocolate consumption, right? But it's okay. It's all right, because it's all a learning opportunity. It's another chance for you to look and learn and grow as a human being. As I said, it's not just about the giving out, which is fabulous, but it is also about you extracting the little bits and pieces that are going to help you learn and grow as a human being into a more amazing version of you, right? So that you don't come out the other side going, whew, glad that's done and that's over. You come out all disheveled and like freaked out. It's not about that. Okay, great, did something good and achieved my goals, but I'm a wreck. No, you want to utilize the opportunity and really use it as a stepping stone to your higher self, to your highest version of you. Otherwise, what's the point? Why are you working yourself to the ground if you're not getting something from it that you can use to actually elevate yourself? Elevate. And elevate was my word for 2017, which I think I kind of forgot until now. Is that a bad thing? But elevate was the word that came to me. And, you know, people go, what's your word? What's your word for 20? And I was like, I don't know, I don't have a word. But when I was journaling in early January, elevate was the word that came to me. And it was really very strong on my heart for a long time. Apparently not that long because I forgot about it. But it really was. Elevate. And I just do feel that we have an obligation not only to help and allow others to do that for themselves, but it's our responsibility to extract anything that we can from every opportunity that we can to allow ourselves to elevate as well. Because you hear me say every day, when you step up and give yourself permission to be all that you can be and all you were born to be, you give somebody else permission to do the same thing, right? I don't just say this stuff to take up airspace, people. I tell you because it's the truth. I tell you because it's the truth. Cats in the house. Why are all my Adelaide babes up? Shouldn't we all be asleep in bed? What is everybody doing? What is everybody doing? Am I the only crazy person that's up still working? And it's not even, I mean, really, to me, it's late, right? We're 11 p.m. now, 4 minutes to 4 minutes to. This is late for me. Like, I'd be in bed by 9 p.m. I'm a little bit of a nerd like that. I am. Yeah, Kat says overcommitment. What is this? No. You have to go back and watch the live stream because I won't repeat. But yeah, essentially, you know, this really is it. The camera has gone crooked again, hasn't it? Just being a little monkey. Yeah, Kat says, I just fired a bunch of emails off. I was going to bed at 9. I know. How's that working for you? It doesn't. I know I've still got a whole bunch of emails to go through, and I will get to them and some other things that I need to write before I go to bed. But I really do know very strongly that sometimes we feel like a bit of a powerhouse and we just go, look, I'm going to work all through the night, and we do this whole thing, and yeah, you think, yeah, victory when you go off to bed. And I really think it depends on your physiology, but I find personally, I am stealing from tomorrow's productivity to try and snatch it on the end of today. So in all seriousness, at this time of night, now 11, how productive am I really going to be after a full day? And now it's 11 p.m. and I'm trying to, do things without spelling errors and thinking clearly and all that kind of thing. What I'm actually doing in actuality is I'm stealing from tomorrow's productivity and trying to tack it on to today, because I know how it works for me. My alarm goes off at 4:50 every morning. I am that kind of weird girl that tortures herself like that. However, because I did this same scenario last night, and I said, that's fine, I'm still going to get up at 4:50. The alarm went off and I was like so tired that eventually, I think it was about 6:30, right? Before I finally could, I've just got to get up, and I've got to get up now because I had appointments and people coming to, assist me with things. So I did, but what really happened was I was already behind the 8 ball because I had stolen my productivity from today. I had taken it and attached it to yesterday, right? So really, and it does depend, as I say, depends on your physiology, but I know how it works for me. It's not beneficial for me to work through the night fooling myself that I'm going to be okay and it's all going to, work out fine tomorrow and I'll be just on fire and on the ball just like I normally would. I won't be. I know that, right? And I could be very positive and say, I will be amazing and do my affirmations and that is good. But I've been, running this schedule for a few weeks now. This is probably, I'm heading into about week 3 or 4. So at some point, common sense has to kick in and lets you know that whilst we are here in a human body, right? That whole saying, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. I don't know. Is that really applicable? But in any case, I'm in a flesh and bones body right now, right? So my spirit, my mind, my energy may be like, I really am passionately wanting to move forward with these projects. However, whilst I'm in this flesh and blood body, it needs rest. Even if I don't think I need rest because I want to fire on with things, this vessel that I need to be able to stay here on planet Earth, this thing needs rest. So it's about responsibility and, don't let anybody sort of, as I say, we all, and I just really do want to stipulate this because it's different ages, different metabolic types, different physiology. If you are a person that can power through the night and it really works for you, well, firstly, I'm just so jealous. And secondly, good, more power to you. We need productive people like that really can move forward and get that sort of stuff done. I've always been so envious of people like that. But I just know for me right now, it's just usually not like that. I've got, who else can we just, raise an honesty hand? Who else has not updated the carrier settings on their mobile phone and gets on their iPhone and gets the consistent messages flashing up going, update carrier settings? And I'm like, not now, not now, not now. I've been doing that for about 2 weeks. Not now. And eventually I'm thinking, I'm just going to have to say yes and update these settings. But certainly in the middle of a live stream, it's not going to be happening. Not. So I want to send you a big love. Tell me what is happening. Yeah, let me have a look here. You guys are so funny. Okay, thank you. Let me just check your comments. Okay, so Melissa's saying, my daughter and I love watching your videos. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. By the way, her name is Molly. Oh, you have to so can you PM me a picture of your beautiful Molly? Please send me a PM. I want to connect with you, Melissa. I want to connect because that is just the sweetest message ever. And I do say this all the time. I encourage you, please write to me. I often get people, and they'll eventually write to me and they think, oh, I just thought that I shouldn't because you're Kylie Pax and you're whatever. I'm like, dude, I am. I'm Kylie Pax and you're who you are, and it's all good. We're all just one. I'm not scary. It's all fine. So please send me messages. This is just, Melissa, you've made my day, and connect with me. I want to speak to you and Molly. I think this is amazing because I know my little Miss Molly is a rascal. She's sleeping down here now, but I'm sure she's as cute as my Molly is. I'm sure she's nowhere near as cute as your Molly. Neil says, I find that I need to find some recharge time every day to fill the gas tank back up, right? And I'll be very honest and say, because I'm so deeply passionate about all these projects that I'm involved in right now, oh, they're so good. And many of you know, I've told you, I've spoken about Change for Kids. You see my voice just broke then because I'm so tired. Change for Kids, which is a brand new, South Australian foundation organisation for foster children here and children in at-risk care here in South Australia. And I really am so passionate about this. And I tell you, when we talk about here, like Melissa says, her daughter Molly, we talk about this and our beautiful children and all this kind of stuff. And one of the stories that I was reading yesterday, I think, was about a young teenage boy who came home and his mother had, I think, slapped a can of baked beans or something and left them on the kitchen counter with a note that said, essentially, fend for yourself. And so he did his thing, and then at 11 p.m. at night, his father came home just completely drunk and outraged, and dragged the boy out of bed and took him out on the front lawn and and beat him to a pulp, and I just find this, I don't have children, so I find these stories very disturbing, and I just feel, so as you can see, tired, people, tired, emotional. That's what happens when Kylie gets tired. She gets emotional and speaks about herself in the third person. But this is why I say it's so important and deeply passionate to me and my heart that, I know, sad faces, and I know we don't hear about these stories. And so because we don't hear them, we don't think about them, it's not real to us. But it is real and it is happening. And a lot of these children are just wrenched out of their homes at a second's notice. They don't get to take their teddy bears with them and stuff like that. It's just like poof, 1 second you're there, next minute you're not. And you're with some strangers, and, you're supposed to be okay with that. So in any case, what Change for Kids is doing, you can go to their page. I will post the link here in the comments because I would really appreciate it. I know a lot of you have already liked and shared the page, but any support that you can show, I would be deeply appreciative, even if it's just so much as to like the page and maybe share the occasional post, because it is about raising awareness for this cause. And what we're doing is essentially, letting these children know through a series of outreach programs and literacy programs and different ways to help them understand that they matter and somebody does care. So that's where we're starting, and I just want to sort of share that story with you. But and I know, so that's what Neil's saying. You got to take some time every day to fill up your own tank, because otherwise you end up like the crazy emotional crying person talking about themselves in the third person on live streams, and it's just never pretty. So Lana says, take care of your heart, beautiful girl. You work too hard. Love you, darling. I feel like I've got such amazing friends here with you all. Chrissy, hey guy, how did I miss you there? Thank you so much for joining us. I I have no idea what just happened there. I hope I didn't do something weird to the comments. Neil says, oh, okay, you've inspired me. Get some rest. Thank you so much. Yeah, Lana says, expectations. Less is more. God, I love you so much, honey. Thank you so much. Kat's giving me the clappy emojis. Thank you. Yeah, ain't nobody got time to update carrier settings. I know, girl. What do they do? What kind of a world do we live in where they think we've got the time or the inclination to be updating carrier settings? Please, people, come on. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much. Yeah. If somebody can type for me, I don't know if you will, because I can't do it right now, I don't think, while I'm on here. If you can type change for kids in the comments box, it might, I don't know if how you go tagging it or finding it, but it is change with the number 4 and kids. I think it's got a Z on the end as far as it goes, like to actually find it. It's not normally spelled that way, but to actually get the name on Facebook, I think that's what they had to do. So I'll pop the link in here afterwards as well for you. As I say, any support would be greatly appreciative. We're collecting books for the children at the moment. That's been going for over a month now, and we're heading on into Easter eggs. I did ask very kindly. I asked the founder of Change for Kids, Dale Stone. I said to him, so if we're collecting Easter eggs and some just happen to break, does that mean I can eat them? He didn't respond. So I think that's a no. I think that's a no. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Kat says, yep, she checked and it has the Z. Yep, Change for Kids. Thank you so much, Neil. Thank you. Yeah, I'll post the link as well, but thank you to everybody who's doing that. I really appreciate it because, you know, it is a wonderful cause. So I know, right? I've got the laughy faces coming now. I think that's for my chocolate comments. But I want to thank you. And again, actually, I will just remind you, this is the final week for the private one-on-one session with moi. Private one-on-one session with me. I'm doing the 90-minute breakthrough. That closes this week. The doors go like this. It's over, right? It's over. So you want to be skedaddling your tail on over there to kyliepax.com/breakthrough. Why? Why should you care? Well, really, because isn't it fun to spend an hour with a woman who gets on a live stream, cries, talks about herself in the third person, and then wants to eat broken Easter eggs? No. What the 90-minute breakthrough is I'll tell you who it's perfect for and who it's not perfect for. Okay, so I have different levels of support that I offer, and the 90-minute breakthrough is for you if you are really sort of rocking and rolling your whole journey with food. It's going really well, you know, the weight loss gig, it's all pretty good, you've got it under control until you get a little overwhelmed, overcommitted and over it, and then you just dive face first into the chocolate or the chocolate cake, the ice cream, the pizza, the cookies and the dip and the chips and the whatever, and it happens time and time again, and you're like, I just can't understand why this keeps happening to me. I do so good, and then I just seem to trip up and slip up every single time. Whenever I get stressed, whenever I get overwhelmed, whenever, you know, the mother-in-law comes to visit, or I just get, everything becomes a little too much for me, I go back to my factory default settings, and it's just about driving me crazy. I will show you in 90 minutes or less. This is my guarantee. Do I need to put a gold stamp guarantee out there or something? 90 minutes or less. We will have this not only uncovered and revealed to you, but an entire action plan built for you to be able to take what we come up with and run with it moving forward, so you never ever have to find yourself in that position again. How can I say this to you? Because I've seen it work time and time again in my private one-on-one clients' lives, in my own life. I do this, I use these magic spells on myself, right? Not magic spells, but I've worked with Hollywood celebrities, I've worked with stay-at-home mums, and I can tell you there is no, because can we just say the truth? How many times have we rolled out this excuse? If I had more time, if I had more money, if I had a personal trainer, if I had a chef, then I could do these things. No. I've worked with the women who have all those things and more, and their issues are still just as challenging and exactly the same as any of the rest of us. We are all identical. These issues do not discriminate. They do not. They attach themselves to each and every one of us, so there's no discrimination. So if this sounds like you, just check it out, kyliepax.com/breakthrough /breakthrough, and you will find all the details there. If you've got any questions, send me a PM. You know, I'm more than happy to chat. I'm more than happy to have a good chat. So thank you so, so much. Yeah, Lana says, night, night, sweetheart. She's such a dream. Yeah, may the stars shine brightly for you as you rest your beautiful head. Can I just have a Lana doll that I can, like, you remember those dolls when we were little girls? I have no idea if they're still around. You used to be able to pull the cord and they would repeat something really nice. I want a Lana doll. I want one of them that you just get to pull the cord and she says something just beautiful and perfect and always at the right time. There you go, Lana. There's a marketing idea for you, babe. You want to market those dolls? I will help you promote them. You can sell them and make $1 squillion. So thank you so much to everybody who's been here with me live tonight, because I know it's a little late. It is a little late, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've had a lot of fun. I'm not sure about the rest of you. If you've had fun, throw me some emojis, throw me some likes and some love hearts. Please, if this has helped you at all today, go ahead, like, love and share the stream, because, you know, I say it again because it is true. As you step into your own power and give yourself permission to be all that you were born to be, you really do give someone else permission to do the same, and that is how we create global change. So thank you once again. And as I leave you all here tonight with the thoughts of our fabulous Miss Lana, with her dreams of sweet stars shining brightly, please remember, the only person who can change your life is you. It's not going to roll out easily, always, like a red carpet experience. But I can promise you, when you really are prepared to open your heart and get all that you can from the experience, that is when you've got what it takes. I'm sending you so much love, beautiful, sexy people. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.